God, I stood here 30 years ago, before any of you were born. I literally feel it in my hands. I wanted to get up there and be like, wow. Yeah, I went, my name's Jeff Key. I was a drum major here, in my junior and senior year. I graduated in '84. And when the band room was new, and I've been back down here helping my family for the last year and a half, but I was down at CrossFit, and I was headed out to the highway, and I saw you guys down in the parking lot. And I'm only going to take like 5 minutes of your time, but I just wanted to listen a little bit. I whipped in and pulled over and stood out there. You guys sound so good. It's so. I hope that you get to, like, 30 years down the road, you get to hear the band, because like in 5 minutes, what can I tell you that I want to? So when I was in high school here, it was really rough for me. It was hard. I was mercilessly bullied for being gay and not being like every other single thing that I was supposed to be in the world. And I was always drawn to the arts in one way or another. And somehow when I stood in front of the band and Noah, dude, you're a fucking man. Where you sit, like, to stand there and command all you talented musicians, your artists. I hope that you're thinking about yourselves not as like this is something you do while you're in high school. You are the way that the arts inform our social consciousness and politics and world. I mean, if you look at all the people that go out there and are movers and shakers, none of them are usually like I hope she's not in here, but like the homecoming queen and the quarterback of the football team. They go on and sell trailers or whatever. You guys go out there and you change the world. You change the world. I went to war in Iraq as a Marine, and after I left high school, I became homeless. I was an alcoholic. I started drinking because of all the bullying. I kept a bottle of Bacardi under my seat. I could, as soon as band practice was over, I was drinking it. I ended up homeless. September 1st, I'll be 18 years clean and sober. Like, drugs and alcohol, it's a dead end street. You can get there through your music. You can get there through music. I write for, I live in LA and New York. I write for the theater and for film and television. I wrote a play based on my journals of my time in Iraq that Showtime made a movie about. And in back of all the writing, you know what's there? It's music. Like, good writing is musical. If you read good writing, if you read Faulkner, if you read Shakespeare, there's music in there. Yeah, I mean, once you get to be my age, I'm turning half century this year, and I often have the thought, man, what if I could whisper in the ear of that drum major that was like half the time, when I was in front of the band, I mean, I was in heaven. It's the best. I'm at home when I'm doing my thing, when I'm doing my art. But then the rest of the time it was really, really rough. If I could have just whispered in his ear and said something like, in any way that you have felt like that you're not just the most important people at Walker High School, you let all that go, because you are driving the conversation about what we as a nation and what we as a planet are, because you're artists, the beauty that you bring to the planet. And we let them believe that, I mean, they do this 4 quarters of violence that we really know that it's a setup for halftime so that we get to do our thing, right? So God bless you all. I think you're a beautiful bunch of artists, and I'm Jeff Key. I'm on Facebook. If there's anything I can do to help you out in your path and your journey, I just wish you the very best, and keep going.